Hi, it's Carol, and I just wanted to give you a video tour of everything that I've been doing with Pageable. This was the original landing page for Well University. However, I had to change it because I applied for a U.S. trademark, and the video-based landing page wasn't going to give me enough proof to show that it was educational. So I used Pageable to create this page, which I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it meets what I need for the U.S. trademark. So it is my landing page for now until I get things settled up with the trademark office. One of the other things I did is I made a healthcare providers page on Stress University. I came up with this idea after talking with my cardiologist because I'd been in and had a really good examination, and I told her that I kind of practice what I teach my patients. And we got talking about stress and about how, she said as a physician, that's the one thing her patients need the most, but that she's not the most qualified to teach. So I offered to let her have the first two modules of my program have access for her patients. And the idea being is that I hope to then upsell her into a membership where she would have the Stress Mastery program as her own sort of wellness site, and that she could give that information to her patients. So I decided to go ahead and apply for a Class 44 trademark, which is medical or treatment related, and this works out perfectly for that. I call it skill-based stress reduction and the treatment services that I can offer. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting more involved with healthcare providers because they are a captive audience, and I definitely see how there's a need that they have but don't have the qualifications in order to meet those patients' needs. I put a bookstore link up on my header because that will take people right to my Amazon authors page, which is nice because then I get a pretty good royalty and I don't have to worry about the shipping for right now. I also created a page for my Stress Mastery workshop that I'm going to be doing in November. So this is a CEU program, an all-day workshop for healthcare professionals, and it's for nurses and licensed professional counselors and social workers and marriage and family therapists, and it's also going to be for addictions counselors. And so a lot of the information that I had to put on here was required by, the CE providers. So I thought it turned out pretty good of getting all the information on there, but not really being too busy for people and just really, giving the information in kind of a visual pleasing sort of way. The registration, I decided to use Eventbrite because I only have 30 seats. So what I wanted to do was set the limited seating, and Eventbrite does that for me. Plus the little credit card fee, the people that sign up pay it. So my workshop is $89 for 5 hours, and then I think there's a $7 fee that people will pay. So it turns out being like $95 for 5 hours, which is really, really pretty good. The other page that I created on Stress University is my stressometer. And so this is a little quiz that was a pen and paper quiz I used with my patients, and then I would use at exhibits or wellness fairs. And this little online quiz let me take that paper and put it digital. And so the 5 questions are asked, and it ranges from 1 to 7. And it's just taking exactly the same things that I used to do on pen and paper and then putting them into a form. And then a person fills in their first name and their email. I have a little box there. I'm planning to start subscribe to Stress Talk. I have one done, but it's not edited, so I can't share it with you. And then what happens is by people clicking on the next button, and I can't do that because I've already used my email and it won't let me do it again. It gives them their score, and then it gives them the range where they're at. And then at the bottom, it also has a link, and that link is to a free stress training. And what I did was I linked that over to this page right here and getting people to opt in for a special training. And I give them the first 2 modules of my Stress Mastery program, and the goal being to upsell them to the rest of the 5 modules plus the rest of the program. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, and really excited because I was able to share it on Facebook, which you'll see an example of in my marketing stuff, and was able to get the picture, the image, and get all the stuff figured out. So I was really pretty happy about that. Another page I created is Stressometry. So I had wanted to apply for Stressology trademark, but when I went back to do it, it was already taken. So I waited too long. So I ended up picking Stressometry, which I happen to like even better because I think it makes it a more serious kind of venture and will work good for healthcare providers. So I did 2 trademark applications. Stressometry is the first one, class 41, which is educational. And so people would kind of opt in here. And then the second one is for healthcare or treatment services that I offer. And I kind of created my little logo up there so that I could do what Armin says with our logo and our branding. And then just, it's kind of short and sweet. My goal is to really work these out even better in the next year, but I just really wanted to get the trademark application done, and so this gives me a good start. And then from there, I created a new page for CPR training. I've taught for years and years and years and got away from it, and I've taken and repackaged my services. I call it BLS On Demand. And what I do is offer a VIP concierge service to healthcare offices and practices, medical and dental practices. And really what it is they pay an annual enrollment fee. For that enrollment fee, they can call me up, and as long as I don't have something going on that day, it's as simple as picking out a date and a time, and really, we come to you. So I made a physical brochure for this as well, along with a business card that you see examples of, and then I created some giveaways. They're safety posters that I will actually go around to the dental offices and go visit live so that I could provide this information to them. And the most important part is it just is to take the stress out of having to get BLS certified. So I'm really pretty excited about this and about relaunching my services because I love teaching CPR. And the other CPR thing I relaunched was called Heart Safe Home. Parents are my favorite people to teach, and they're usually the people that want to learn CPR, but they don't have the time to get away to a class. So this way, I again will kind of do what I call a CPR party, where I'll come to your house and you can invite up to 6 people. So it's a group thing, kind of like a Tupperware party is sort of the idea. And I will teach them CPR. I've done some as baby shower gifts, and they've worked out really well, which is what kind of gave me the idea to do that. So I'm kind of excited to see where this takes me in the future as well. And then this brings me to my bride's book. So in my guide series, at the end of each book, I put a page offering a special training, a $297 value. And what it is, it's the first modules, 2 modules of Stress Mastery, the introductory modules that Armin had me do. And so they go to stressuniversity.com/brides. It brings them to this landing page. And then this page then takes them to where to send it. And what I was specific to do on these pages is speak to the brides, make sure that they knew that this was specifically for them. And then once they opt in, they get this confirmation, and then an email is sent. So I have Sender already set up, and Sender takes them the email and it gives them the link to Module 1. And so each session here is broken down. So it's just meant to be small kind of bite-sized pieces that a busy bride or anybody that's busy can fit into there. And then once done with Module 1, they can go on then to Module 2. And then at the end of Module 2, I have an upsell. And that is, do they want to learn some more tools from me? And that button will take them to this page, which is an upsell video, and I have it timed. So I got my stack going in here, I got the video going in here, and I'll put links for these videos so that you can take a look at them if you like. But I have it timed so that the button comes up just at the right time to I'm telling them about the offer. So I actually have it set up for all 4 guides, which is for nurses, for teachers, for caregivers, and then this is where that stressometer quiz goes to, the stress blindness. And then one last thing, the last page I want to show you is for the conference that I'm presenting at, the Forensic Scientists, in November. And what I love is they put me up here front and center, so I'm looking forward to doing this as well.